Hello everybody and welcome to this game of StarCraft 2 Heart of the Swarm. I am Sprawl and I'm going to be bringing you the action from this replay pack that I got from CaTaStRopHiC, and hoping this is a good game. In the bottom right hand corner it is the Red Protoss himself. It is Team NrG's CaTaStRopHiC. I actually just checked on Team Liquid wiki page, and they said that NrG is no more, so I don't know if he's just doing that for nostalgia's sake, or who knows, maybe they have a roster that Team Liquid doesn't know about. That could also be a possibility, but anyhow, in the top left-hand corner, you have your Blue Zerg player, and that is going to be KILA's HyperDesi, and I really hope that I didn't butcher that pronunciation, but I could have. I am only human, I swear. So if we take a look here, we're actually having a pylon inside of the main of HyperDesi, and is he going to be able to see this? I don't think that creep is going to spread quick enough, and that Overlord does indeed see the gateway, so whether or not this is going to work out, I'm not sure. He's got one gate on the way back home. He's got no production behind this. Pulling probes off the line is HyperDesi. He's going to want to try and get this gateway down, it looks like, before it can even be created. He's not going for the pylon. Second gateway on the way. So this is about as cheesy as it gets, but at every level of play. Obviously, there's cheese. Both these players coming from previously being Grandmasters. And yeah, we're just going to see all these drones pretty much off the line. He's got a spawning pool on the way. Is he going to be able to actually kill this before it comes down? It doesn't really look like it. That gateway just has so much HP. And he actually cancels that one, so doesn't even want it. He's going to wait and see if this other gateway can finish, and if he can get anything down in time, actually make a pylon back at his natural, so maybe preparing for the worst if this doesn't work out, and canceling as well. So at the very least, he got a lot of lost mining time by HyperDesi, and he made him drop a pool probably way before he really wanted to. That pool is finished. If we look at the units tab, we have 15 probes to 14 drones. So yeah, we're going to find out here in a second if CaTaStRopHic's going to be able to hold. If I believe there will be a bit of pressure out here. You're not going to get that spawning pool to do nothing with it. He's going to expand at the same time as HyperDesi, and he actually, oh yeah, he does have those two lings out. So I don't know if he's going to do anything crazy with them. There is an Overlord here that's going to be able to see what this wall is looking like, and so far it is pretty minimal. That forge is done, so he's going to be able to drop a cannon as soon as that Nexus is done. He does indeed do that, so he should be safe from early aggression. That pylon out in the base of HyperDesi is going to go down, but that will not supply block. Actually, it will supply block him. Temporarily, I believe. Yep, temporarily it will supply block CaTaStRopHiC. So is he going to be able to come back from trying that cheese? We're going to find out here. 21 probes to 15 drones. So there is 3 drones coming out right now. He's got a queen on the way. But I wonder... Oh, I don't know how I missed this. There's actually a cannon rush going down at the natural of HyperDesi. And there goes that cannon, canceling one of the pylons. He originally had 3 pylons, now making another pylon, and these 2 lings are going to try and take out this cannon before it gets done. Really, says HyperDesi, is this honestly the strategy you're going to pick? It is indeed, dropping a gateway as well, and that is a complete wall. That is a complete wall. You cannot send any lings behind there. That is beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. And some people hate to see strategies like this. I actually love it. I think that's pretty creative that he's figured out. Oh, he actually can get links through the back, and actually he shows that he can do that. Drops a pylon. That photon cannon is going to finish, though, and it looks like it's actually on a slant. That looks pretty interesting. Actually going to target down this queen here, and he's actually going to cancel that pylon, building another one. He's got another cannon, canceling the gateway, and this is some strategic cannon rushing at its best. Spinecrawler is on the way, but I don't think it's going to be out in time. In the meantime, we have a 3rd base going down for HyperDesi, and that queen taking significant damage does not go down. If we look back at the base here, we do have Chrono Boost on those probes that are coming out. Just trying to macro behind this is CaTaStRopHiC, and he is doing tons of damage to this hatchery. I do not think it's going to stay up very long. That Spinecrawler is not going to be alive in time. There is 2 queens here, but not enough to help transfuse to try and take this out. Spinecrawler's thinking about going somewhere, and it's going to, it will outrage these cannons, but there's so many here. that it'll take forever to take that out. If we look back in the main, we have a gas that's finished up, a second gas on the way for HyperDesi, and he's just going to go ahead and take this expansion. Down here we see a giant probe transfer going down for CaTaStRopHiC. He does not have a lot of tech behind this, just now dropping his gateway. So 7 minutes and 30 seconds just taking the gateway. That tech is going to be very, very slow, but he took out a base in the process. He did drop a ton of cannons and a ton of pylons, so it's debatable whether or not that was worth it, but he did take that out. So undebatable that he took out a hatchery, so nothing wrong with that. The spine crawler is slowly going to work away these pylons and eventually move on to the cannons. I believe that it outranges it. Range of 7, and if we take a look, ranges, no, that's actually identical. I didn't actually realize that. That makes a lot of sense, that they're the same range. Anyhow, we got some lings coming out on the map. We've got a drone transfer going down to that third. The only problem with this third is it is more difficult to defend if we see some sort of pressure out of CaTaStRopHiC. Looks like things are kind of settling down a little bit. Getting a full wall off is CaTaStRopHic. He's not going to take any risks in that respect. If we take a look at the units tab, we have 40 drones to 37, or rather 37 drones to 41 probes, and a third base going down for HyperDesi. And yeah, is he going to be going for any kind of pressure here? Doesn't really look like he's just trying to drone up. He is going to be on that third base pretty quickly, and looks like CaTaStRopHic worried about maybe some Nidus play, something like that. He's got a probe on patrol over here. He's got 3 gates on the way. That's going to make for a total of 4, so he might be able to pressure with this kind of thing. Are we going to see any further tech? No, just going mass gateway, so it's going to be a total of 5 gates and a +1. So he might just go for a timing like that. He can warp in where these cannons are and then try and just use the advantage that he has that all these bases are so separated that he might even be able to warp in, get up the ramp, and who knows if he has a sentry, just force field that off and then just take out this base. We actually have an infestation pit and a Nidus on the way, so he is very smart for looking out for this. His CaTaStRopHic knows that there's only a few things you can do as a Zerg player against a full walled off Protoss, and one of them is that Nidus network. So there's an Overlord here, and we have one on the left as well. That one on the left is not going to be able to get anything done, but this one to the top side, where this probe is patrolling, that's definitely going to be an option. So you see this probe is actually going to head into the main, though, and this is going to get scouted. I don't think... Yeah, oh yeah, he definitely sees that. Nidus, Infestation Pit, sees it all. He is not worried now that he has all that going. And we actually have a total of 7 gates out here for CaTaStRopHic, so he's going to be going for a 2-base all-in with 7 gates. He's got a mothership core out, and these pylons are still here. He's still got 2, so you can still warp in. Here comes the Nidus network, and actually just going right outside the main. Isn't even going to try to go for the in-base Nidus. And is this going to be enough, though, to bust down this wall? It might just be. There's 2 cannons here. There's the swarm hosts that were being created. They are going to burrow and start rallying those little locusts as soon as they are done. Going for the cybernetics core, and that's actually going to be a big deal soon enough. Look at how much damage they do. 1 round of 4 swarm hosts takes out a cybernetics core. That was crazy. I have not seen that. And whoa, I totally missed that warp in. We got Zealots taking down the infestation pit, trying to go for this Nidus as well, and actually there is one more swarm host that's come back. In the meantime, we have another pylon going here. He's going to be able to scout that with drones, but taking out that swarm... Oh no, he doesn't take out the swarm host. Yeah, you can't actually even see that, so he's going to be taking out quite a few queens, though. So many zealots working their way into the main. And is this going to be enough? He's going to be able to take a significant amount of tech out, going for the spawning pool right now. If he gets that lair, that's definitely going to be a big deal, but these locusts do so much damage to the zealots. And back at the natural here, more cannons in creation. Cybernetics core on the way. Obviously, he can only be warping zealots because he has no cybernetics core. Just rallying all of these zealots up, and oh my goodness, he's going to take out that lair. He is most definitely going to take out this 2 HP. Oh, but these zealots will be able to... One swipe, and that lair goes down. Wow. That was pretty ridiculous. Now these swarm hosts are in a position where they are going to be able to fend off anything that gets warped in from now on. There's still these 4 doing a significant amount of damage to the front here, actually only damaging a gateway currently, and here comes a Void Ray. Nothing that can shoot up other than that queen, but with that prismatic alignment, he should be able to do a good amount to that queen. Here he goes. There is that gateway going down. He does have a couple force fields with these sentries, though. Makes that queen go away, and now there is no anti-air here. Actually going for the Nidus, so these swarm hosts cannot actually go home. Oh my goodness, this is going to be ridiculous. All these swarm hosts are going to die. There's an observer here, and unfortunately for HyperDesi, this is not what he wants at all. All those high-tech units are going to go down. More zealots have been warped in, and I don't know if this is the first round of them or not. Hopefully it is. Hopefully I didn't miss too much. Zealots are coming on over, and another Nidus network has been created to that side. All of those swarm hosts do go down, other than 2 though, and trying to take out this hatchery is CaTaStRopHiC. He is all over the map right now, and that's the problem with having these pylons here, and that is game. HyperDesi doesn't GG, just leaves, and that is going to be this matchup. I hope you guys enjoyed it. That was actually very, very interesting. Started with a 2-gate proxy and moved into a cannon rush into a 7-gate. That was great. He's got a Stargate out. He's got his robotics facility making a warp prism just in case that didn't work out and this hatch was about to go down. He was only going to be on 1 base. Look at how many drones are over here. Fortunately for HyperDesi, not getting the best of that. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed that game. Please subscribe to my channel. I'm going to have a lot more videos coming up pretty quick, so stay tuned, and I'll talk to you guys later.